let's cross over to my colleague Nancy Okware, who is joining us live from Lodwar, that is in Turkana County. There you have her. Nancy, good morning. I know it's a hot morning per se, but for us here in the city, it's a cold one. What should we expect from Turkana as we head towards the festival?
Well, a very good morning to you, Victor Olo, back at the broadcasting house. We are coming to you live from KBC Cultural Center right here in Lodwar, Turkana County, just looking at how the preparations are going on ahead of the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival that is set to kick off tomorrow. And of course, just to get an overview of what we expect, I am now joined by the County Executive Committee member for Tourism, Culture, and of course Heritage, that is Dr. Iris Mariao, just to tell us what we will be expecting ahead of the cultural festival that will be kicking off tomorrow. It will be starting off with a marathon, and of course I'm now joined by the CCM for Matters Culture, Tourism, and Heritage in Turkana County. Karibu sana, thank you for creating time. You're live on KBC Channel 1. First of all, you're dressed in the traditional attire. Let's talk about the attire. What does it signify?
Asanteni sana. Good morning to you all. Kwa siku hii ya utamaduni Kenya na hapa Turkana, tunakaribisha nyinyi nyote kwa ile afla ya kitamaduni na utalii ya Turkana. My name is Dr. Iris Mariao. I'm the County Executive Committee member for Tourism, Culture, Natural Resources and Climate Change in Turkana County. This is the 7th edition of the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival, first mooted at the beginning of devolution here in Turkana. 6 editions have been done. The festival was mooted in order to bring all the Turkana people together to celebrate their cultural heritage and promote their tourism and peaceful coexistence, as well as also to just bring the communities around us, the neighboring communities, especially those who border us across Uganda, across South Sudan, and across southern Omo in Ethiopia. The essence of the festival, besides the theme of promoting our culture, promoting our tourism, and also promoting green investments with regards to climate change adaptation here in Turkana County, it is also to bring the national team here in Turkana County so that they can sample the hospitality of the people, so that they can also see how far Turkana County has gone since the onset of devolution. With regards to the attire that I'm putting on, the Turkana traditional regalia is for the men. The way I am dressed, the top and the bottom, and of course the shoes. But we also do have the cap, which is usually the hat, very decorated, with the significance of which of the social groups you come from. If you look at the background, there is a sculpture of an ostrich. So there is a social group that belongs to the ostrich. There is a social group that belongs to the leopards. And so you will see when the festival kicks off, you will see a variety of those hats. Some of them in black and white, others in different colors to signify those groups. But there are also other dressings that we usually put on, the kind of the beads that the men and the women put on, as well as other decorative items or tools. But this is not the full attire as I put, because we are just on the preparations, the final touches for the festival. Besides the traditional regalia, the traditional attire, the other activities that we envisage to stage during the festival include traditional sports activities. We will have the wheelchair race. The significance of the wheelchair race is mostly to demonstrate how people living in a harsh environment for over centuries have been resilient, have been adaptive, have emerged strong. What we call the survival for the fittest. That is the significance of the wheelchair race. Just how resilient are the people in this setting in Turkana County.
All right.
The other activities, of course, are the traditional song and dance. We shall also have the Miss Tourism, as well as narrations of Turkana folklore and Turkana history. Yes.
All right. Also, talking about the tourism aspect of Turkana County is rich in very beautiful sceneries. Let's talk about why should someone visit Turkana County?
Thank you so much. Turkana County is endowed with natural resources, is endowed with beauty. We have mapped over 50 tourism products and destinations in Turkana County, and that is already with the Council of Governors. It is known at the national level. This is a rich heritage area. This is a rich cultural area, blessed also with the largest permanent desert lake in the world, a UNESCO heritage site, that is Lake Turkana, with the highlands, as well as waterfalls and springs dotting all the corners of Turkana County, the mountain ranges, the desert beaches along the lake. But the most outstanding aspect of tourism in Turkana County is just the cultural heritage of the Turkana people. Quite unique. It only has a semblance with the culture and the heritage of the people we refer to as Ateker in the Karamoja in Uganda, the Topos of South Sudan, and the Nyangatom of Southern Omo in Ethiopia. You cannot find that kind of culture really preserved, still traditional, still virgin. So I usually do put it this way. If a tourist, if an international tourist, even a national tourist, came to Kenya and wanted to visit the beaches, they would go to the coast, and wanted to see the wildlife, they will go to the Maha areas. But if you wanted to sample cultural heritage tourism, Turkana is the place you will find that in abundance.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be engaging you a little bit later on. But I'm also joined by Boniface Korobe, who is the Director of Culture and Heritage in Turkana County. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk about the cultural aspect of what you expect starting from tomorrow. What will be showcased at this particular venue?
Thank you very much. My name is Boniface Korobe, County Director for Heritage and Arts. Here we are coming to celebrate our Turkana cultural heritage. We are coming to celebrate our traditions. Turkana, as you know, is part of a larger community called Ateker. Ateker spreads around 3 countries. It is in Uganda. We have the Karamojong, we have the Toposa, we have the Nyangatom, we have the Jie. We have a history. We came from Uganda. So every time we have a Turkana Cultural Festival, we invite them so that we come, we celebrate our heritage, our identity, our religion, so that we insist on those similarities that bring us together and use those similarities as a bridge for accessing cross-border resources, for peaceful cohesion, for everything that brings us together.
Briefly, you can explain about the headgear that you have on and also the neck piece that you have on. What does it signify?
Turkana men are divided into 2 social divisions. We have the Ngimor and then we have the Ngirisai. If you see from our background, we have 2 ostriches there. We have the black ostrich and the brown ostrich. So me, I belong to the Ngimor. The Ngimor, the symbol is the black ostrich. So if you see my hat, this signifies that I'm an Ngimorut. I belong to that social division. If you see the white feather, that signifies that I belong to that social division. These 2 social divisions are generational moieties. One begets the other. So if I am an Ngimorut, my children have to be Ngirisai. Ngirisai begetting Ngimor. If I am an Erisite, my children will be Ngimor. So to signify, to define, to make sure when you look a man, when you see a man from his appearance, you will know from the way he dresses. Those who put on brown feathers are the Ngirisai. Those who put white and black feathers are the Ngimor. So From my outfit, you will know that I belong to this social division.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us. And of course, we'll be engaging you more as the ceremony kicks off tomorrow, just to understand the Turkana culture and, of course, the tourism aspect of this county. Reporting from Ekales Center right here in Lodwar County. I now, in Turkana County, that is in Lodwar, Turkana County. I now hand you over to the broadcasting house, back to my colleague, Victor Olo. My name is Nancy Okware, and of course we'll continue keeping tabs on what is happening here and updating our viewers. Back to you in studio.
Nancy, thank you so much. We're looking forward to that particular festival. It's going to be a beautiful one. It's been there for quite a long time, and we are glad that you're going to give us that live coverage from Lodwar, that is Turkana Festival. It must be a beautiful point at this particular point to be in Turkana as we celebrate the festival, rich in culture, and as well as their tradition.